Hello dear students, welcome back to the class. I already finished, I gave you introduction to A Sunny Morning written by Serafin and Jacqueline Alvarez Quinten, two Spanish brothers, and together they have written nearly 200 plus works, poems. So this year A Sunny Morning is a one-act play written by these two brothers, and then I gave you introduction to the characters that we have in this play. The two characters are Dona Laura and Don Gonzalo. These are the two main characters. The play revolves around these two characters, wherein we have two more characters. They are Petra and Juanito. So Petra here is a Dona Lara's servant maid, and Don Gonzalo's servant is Juanito. So what happening here is, in this play, in that one sunny morning in a park, these two meet, Dona Laura and Don Gonzalo. So there people usually go to park to relax, and here in this play there is a park, and to that park Dona Laura goes along with her servant Petra, and there, when she goes there and sits on a regular bench, she goes there every day to feed birds, to give them bread crumbs, and there that time she happens to meet Don Gonzalo. So ಆ ಪಾರ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಇವರಿಬ್ರು ಭೇಟಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, and ಅವರಿಬ್ರು ಭೇಟಿ ಆದಾಗ ಅವ್ರ ವಯಸ್ಸು ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ 70s. Both of them will be in their 70s when they meet. The play is full of humor, the play is full of fun content. For example, when they converse, their conversation is full of humor. It's as if teasing each other. So it is a very fun-filled, happy kind of a play with full of humor. So, A Sunny Morning in a retired corner of a park in Madrid. So, in that place, Madrid, capital city of Spain, in that city, there is a park. And to that park, who goes? Dona Laura along with her servant. And the play is named A Sunny Morning because these two meet in a park in a sunny morning. Autumn, Dona Laura, a handsome, white-haired old lady of about 70, refined in appearance, her bright eyes and entire manner giving evidence that despite her age, her mental faculties are unimpaired, enters leaning upon the arm of her maid. So this is very important. Keep this because there is a difference. Like the author has described the character of Dona Laura. How is she being described? She is being described as a lady in her 70s, refined in appearance, which means she looks polite, she looks gentle in her appearance, and she is described as a bright-mannered old lady. And her mental faculties could be like her manner, her memory, her imagination, everything about her is unimpaired, undamaged, She's a very perfect old lady. Her mental faculties, which means her memory power, everything is not damaged. It is so perfect. Also, she has a bright eyes, and she looks refined. She looks gentle in her manner. So she is kind of full of life. Though she is aged, though she is in her 70s, she still remains young when it comes to her manner, when it comes to her brightness. She is so bright, so mannerful, so gentle and polite. So this is the description of Dona Laura. So in that Sunday morning, one day, she goes to a park in Madrid along with her servant. And there, as usual, she goes and then Petra says the sun is hot. Donna Laura says that I worried, what if my place is occupied. Thank God it is not, which means in that park she had a particular bench which she always goes and sit, which she always prefers. So the bench is empty. She's glad. She goes, sits there, and then moving on. There is a fun conversation. Petra, she looks in a hurry. Why? Because she wants to go and meet a guard, the one who guards the park. Yes, you are only 20. I feel more tired today than usual. Go. So, noticing Petra, who seems impatient, go if you wish to chat with your guard. Petra says it is very hot. So, the conversation is very humorous, fun-filled. So, for this old lady, Donna Laura says, yes, because you are in your 20s. And Petra looks very impatient, which means she looks as if she is in a hurry. Why? Because she wanted to meet a guard of that park. So they are friends. So Donna Laura says, go meet him if you want. Petra says, he is not mine. The guard doesn't belong to me. For that, Donna says, he belongs more to you than he does to the park. So look at that fun conversation, funny connection that she is establishing between our servant and the guard. Petra wants to meet that guard. So for that, she's teasing. Donna Laura is teasing her servant, saying that, your heart is where your head is where your heart is. Nin tale illilla. Yakandre ninna hೃದಯ ಯಾರ ಹತ್ರ ಇದೆ, ನಿನ್ನ ಗಾರ್ಡ್ ಹತ್ರ ಇದೆ. ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಮೀಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ. She's teasing a servant. Well, after that, Petra goes to meet her servant, and Donna wants that remain within more than 10 minutes. Do not come back early. Go meet, but come back early. And then she leaves. I do not know what is the matter with Petra badly wants to meet that guard that she forgets to give breadcrumbs to Donna Laura. Breadcrumbs ಯಾಕೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿರ್ತಾಳೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ತಿನ್ನಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. Donna Laura ಪಾರ್ಕಿಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗೆಲ್ಲ she feeds the birds. She feeds them with breadcrumbs. So Petra hands over breadcrumbs and then leaves. Adios. Adios in Spain. Bye. So Donna Laura wishes bye to her servant. And then here they come. They not just went to accept me. These are for the surprised, these are for the gluttons, these are for little ones which are the most persistent. Look at here, which this is indicating that Laura goes to that park regularly. She is a regular visit of that park. She knows every bird. She knows which bird is the surprised, active, which bird is a glutton, a big eater. So she knows even the characteristic features, the nature of the birds. She knows them very well. So she throws breadcrumbs. All the birds will come and eat. And then she, as usual, describes the birds as she has seen them in all these days. So at the time after she feeds the birds and gives a description of the bird, Don Gonzalo enters. Enter Don Gonzalo and Jonietta from left. Don Gonzalo is an old gentleman of 70, gouty and impatient. He leans upon Jonietta's arm, drags his feet somewhat as he walks. So previously, how was Donna Laura described? And look at now how Don Gonzalo is described. She was described as bright, full of life, modest, polite, gentlemanly kind of. Whereas Don Gonzalo here is described gouty and impatient. Gouty, it's kind of a disease, swollen joints. It is very common that old people suffer from this disease. So he walks gouty, which means bending. His joints are swollen and impatient. So here Don Gonzalo is described as impatient. So ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ಸ್, ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹೇಗಿದೆ, ತುಂಬಾ ವಿರುದ್ಧವಾಗಿದೆ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಇವ್ರಿಗೂ ತುಂಬಾ ವಿರುದ್ಧವಾದ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇಬ್ರು ಪಾರ್ಕಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಡಾನ್ ಲಾರಾ ಪೆಟ್ರಾ ನಡುವೆ ಕಾನ್ವರ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಾನ್ ಲಾರಾ ಪೆಟ್ರಾನ ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ, ಫನ್ ಆಗಿ ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಗಾರ್ಡನ್ ಮೀಟರ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ದೆನ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಡಾನ್ ಗೊನ್ಜಾಲೋ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಾರಾ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕೋದ್ರದ್ದು ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಬ್ರೆಡ್ ಕ್ರಮ್ಸ್ ಊಟ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಫೀಡ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ I take their time away. They should be saying mass. The problem here is Donna Laura gets a seat. It was unoccupied. But Don Gonzalo's seat is occupied by some other saints. So he is complaining. That one over there is mine. That particular bench over there is my bench. So I am not going and sitting on any other benches. There are 3 priests sitting there. So his servant saying that the bench is already occupied. There are already priests sitting over there. Rout them out. Have they gone? Look how impatient he is. Look, how irritated he always speaks. In contrast with Donna, she is so funny, so humorous. So here is getting angry, irritated because priests have sat on his bench. Now they are saying, drive them off, rout them out, and is waiting for them to leave. But no, the priests continue to sit on that bench and talk. No of their leaving, so he decides that they are not gonna leave. So moving on, they walk towards the birds that Laura was feeding. These two moves towards the birds, scaring them away. So it's very common, all of you will know this. When you walk in between a path where the birds sit, they tend to fly away. They get scared. So illu ade aitu. Ivanu bench kaalila priests ಕೂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ತುಂಬಾ ಇರಿಟೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಈ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಡೊನಾಲ್ಡ್ ಅವರ ಫೀಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋ ಕಡೆ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಭಯ ಪಟ್ಟು ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆರೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫಾರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಲಾರಾ ಸೇಸ್, ಲುಕ್ ಔಟ್. Are you speaking to me, Senora? So Senora, madam. Yes, to you. So Laura says, look out, you are scaring away the birds. And he is saying, you're talking to me? You have scared away the birds. So she's saying, you scared away the birds. I was giving them breadcrumbs. So he says, what do I care about the birds? But I do. This is a public park. Look at the conversation. So initially, it is very clear their conversation starts on a bitter tone. So starting ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರ ಕಾನ್ವರ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಹೇಗಿದೆ, ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪೇಷಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇರಿಟೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಒಬ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಬ್ರು ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆನ್ ಅ ಬಿಟರ್ ಟೋನ್, ಒಂದು ಅನ್ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟಬಲ್ ವೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರ ಕಾನ್ವರ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ, ನೀನು ಭಯನ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಭಯ ಪಡಿಸ್ದೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್, ವೈ ಶುಡ್ ಐ ಕೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಲಾರಾ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ, ಬಟ್ ಐ ಕೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಮ್. ದೆನ್ ಹಿ ಸೇಸ್, this is a public park. So this is a public park. You cannot say or ask me to what to do. I can do as I wish. So Laura says, then why do you complain that the priests have taken your bench? So a smart conversation when he says, I scared them away, but this is a public park. I can do whatever. She's saying, but you are complaining about the priests. This is a public park. The priests can sit wherever they want. ಅಂತ ಲಾರಾ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾನ್ವರ್ಸೇಷನ್ ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ. Don Gonzalo, Senora, we have not met. I cannot imagine why you take the liberty of addressing me. Come, John Yolo. So this happens. He says that we have never met, and I don't know why you are talking to me like this. And then, along with the servants, he moves away. So Donna Laura aside, ಅವ್ರನ್ನು ಹಂಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಡಾನಾ ಲಾರಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೈತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ ಯಾರಿಗೆ, ಗನ್ಜಾಲಾಗೆ. ಏನಂತ ಬೈತಾಳೆ, ವಿತಿನ್ ಹರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಅಸೈಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವಳ ಒಳಗೆ, ಕೇಳಿಸೋ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಶಿ ಸೇಸ್, What an ill-natured old man. Why must people get so fussy cross when they reach a certain age? I am glad he lost that bench too. Serves him right for scaring the birds. He is furious. So she is complaining. Why would people behave like this after this reach certain age? ಅಂದರೆ ವಯಸ್ಸಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಫ್ಯೂರಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಂಪೇಷಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಿಹೇವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಜನ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ? ಗನ್ಸಾಲೋ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ he loses one more bench. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬೆಂಚ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ, ಆದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಕೊತಾರೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರು ಬಂದು ಕೂರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. he deserves it. ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ನ ಓಡಿಸಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ಹಾಗೆ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಲಾರಾ ಇಸ್ commenting. She says he deserves for scaring away the birds. Thank God. I am glad that he lost that bench also. A carriage would not raise more dust than his feet, which means that is the way how Gonzalo walk. ಅವ್ನು ನಡೀತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಧೂಳೆಲ್ಲ ಮೇಲ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ವಾಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಇವ್ರು ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕ್ಯಾರಿಯೇಜ್ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಬಂಡಿನೂ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಧೂಳು ಬರ್ಸಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ a carriage would not raise more dust than his feet. So he is waiting for the priests to go away, but they have sat down, settled down, they're talking. There is no sign that they will leave the bench. So at last, the authorities should place more benches here. So Gonzalo says, in these sunny mornings, people more often, like they visit more people come to park. So the authorities should place more benches. And with no other choice, since all the benches are already occupied, Gonzalo at last decides that he has no choice but to sit with Donna Laura. I suppose I must resign myself and sit on the bench with the old lady. So ನಾನೇ ರಿಸೈನ್ ಆಗಿ ಬೇರೆ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಲೇಡಿ ಜೊತೆನೆ ಕೂರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ he settles down. He sits next to Donna Laura and wishes good morning. What? You are here again? So on good morning ಹೇಳಿ ಕೂರ್ತಾನೆ. For that Laura ಏನು ರಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ, you came back, ನೀನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಂದ್ಯಾ, you are here again. So Gonzalo, I repeat that we have not met. I was responding to your salute. Good morning should be answered by good morning. That is all you should have said. The entire play is filled with such teasing one another. These two start the conversation being irritated. She says, why you came back? And he says, we have not met. ಮುಂಚೆ ನಾವಿವತ್ತು ಮೀಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಲಾರಾ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ, ನೀನು ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ವಿಶ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡಿಸ್ದೆ ಅಂತ. ಐ ವಾಸ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಯೋರ್ ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಅಗೇನ್ ಕನ್ಸೋಲೋ ಸೇಸ್, ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ಗೆ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರಬೇಕು, ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗೇ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೆಡ್. ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಹೇಳೋಬೋದಿತ್ತು ನೀನು ನಾನು ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಆಸ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಮೀ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್. The benches here are public property. Okay, so Laura ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, before sitting, you should have asked for my permission. ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಕೂತಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದಿತ್ತು. So he says, Gonzalo says, this is a public property. Anybody can sit anywhere they wish. Why? You said the one of the priests was yours. So immediately you will ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಟಾಂಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾಳೆ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ಓಕೆ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಎಸ್, ಬಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇನಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಪ್ರೀಸ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಸಿಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ಯೋರ್ ಬೆಂಚ್. ಸೊ ಬೇರೆ ಬೆಂಚ್ನ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬೆಂಚ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ಅದು ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಶಿ ಟಾಂಟ್ಸ್ Don Gonzalo. Very well, very well. I have nothing more to say. Senile old lady. She had to be at home knitting and counting her beads. So aside, ಅವನೇ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಾನೆ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ಇನ್ನೇನು ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಲೇಡಿ ಮನೇಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, ಹೊಲ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಅದು ಹೊಲ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅಂತ ಅವನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. Donna Laura, don't grumble anymore. I'm not going to leave just to please you. So however, at last he settles down after all these conversations. Do you use your handkerchief as a shoe brush? So here again one more conversation that Gonzalo removes dust from his shoe using a handkerchief. So handkerchief ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಶೂ ಬರೆಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಳು ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ ಲಾರಾ, do you use handkerchief ಅಂತ. So for that he says, why not? ಯಾಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು? Again Laura teases, do you use a shoe brush as a handkerchief? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕರ್ಚಿಫ್ ನ ಶೂ ಒರೆಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಕ್ಕೆ, why can't we use kerchief to dust off shoe ಅಂದಾಗ ಲಾರಾ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ, then do you use your shoe brush as a handkerchief? ಸರಿಯಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಶೂ ಬ್ರಷ್ ನ handkerchief ಆಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ? No. What right have you to criticize my actions? So at last he is already impatient. ಅವನು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಇಂಪೇಷಂಟ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಅವನನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು. ಸೊ ಅವ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ನಿನಗೇನು ರೈಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ನನ್ನ ಕ್ರಿಟಿಸೈಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ? ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಐ ವಾಂಟ್. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಡಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈ ಶೂಸ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಅ handkerchief. ಐ ವಿಲ್ scare away birds. So who are you to criticize my actions? So for that she replaced as a neighbor. How is she is neighbor? Because they are sitting on the same bench. Since they are sitting on a same bench, she is neighbor, and as a neighbor she is criticizing him. So then Gonzalo says, okay, let this lady talk whatever she wants to. I do not care to listen. Nan keliskodalla. Give me my book. So his servant gives him his book, and then I generally say what I think. So Laura, this is her nature. She never keeps quiet. She says what she feels or she thinks. So then he takes his book. Giulietto gives him his book, and then Gonzalo, to read that book, he takes his pair of glasses, puts on it, and then adjusts both to suit him, and opens his book. So from his package, he takes out a reading glass and then takes off a pair of glasses. Then fits these glasses inside, fits these reading glasses inside his glasses so that he can read better. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ again Laura tease ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ, I thought you were taking out a telescope to read a book. He has done so much action by taking out his glasses, putting on it, and for that Laura teases, okay, ನೀನು ಟೆಲಿಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ನೇ ತೆಗಿತಿದ್ಯಾ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ನಾನು ಅಂತ. Your sight must be keener than yours. Yes, evidently. So Laura ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಇವನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಗನ್ಜೋಲು, ನನ್ನ ಐಸೈಟ್ ನಿನ್ನ ಐಸೈಟ್ ಇಂದ ಶಾರ್ಪ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಯೋರ್ ಸೈಟ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಕೀನ್ ಅಂತ ಲಾರಾ ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ, ನಿನ್ ಐಸೈಟ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಶಾರ್ಪ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. Because it is a teasing. Why it is a teasing? Because we all know his eyesight is not sharp. Because he is using eyeglasses to read a book. So it is applicable that his eyesight is weak. Here Laura is teasing him. I thought you were taking out a telescope. Then again she teases saying, your eyesight must be sharp. So for that he is answering, my eyesight is keener, sharper than yours. Ask hares and partridge. Hare, a kind of a rabbit. Partridge, it is a bird. So which means he was a hunter once. ತುಂಬಾ ಹಿಂದೆ ಅವನು ಹಂಟರ್ ಇದ್ದ, ಹೊಲ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ನೆಲ್ಲ ಹಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಬೇಟೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಅವನ ಐಸೈಟ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಶಾರ್ಪ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರೂಫ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, I could show you a wild boar's head in my study. ಅವನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ನನ್ನ ಐಸೈಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಗಿಂತ ಶಾರ್ಪೇ, ನಾನು ಹಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ. ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ I can show you wild boar, wild pig head in my study. So for that Laura says, yes I could. I could show you a tiger's skin in my border, in my room. What does that prove? So, ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು back answer Laura ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ. He says, I can show you wild boar's head in my room. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಳು ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ, ಓಕೆ ನನ್ನ ರೂಮಲ್ಲೂ ಟೈಗರ್ ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಅದೇನು ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ಹಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ? ನೋ. Enough conversation, please allow me to read. So ಇದು ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಗನ್ಸಾಲೋ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಎನಫ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾನ್ವರ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಸಾಕು, ನಾನು ಓದಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಆ ಇರಿಟೇಷನ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ದೀಸ್ ಟು ಇನ್ ದ 70s ಇನ್ ಅ ಪಾರ್ಕ್. ದ ಕಾನ್ವರ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ there are no benches to sit for Don Gonzalez. So he, without any other choice, goes and sit on the same bench where Don Laura is sitting. She'll be feeding, giving breadcrumbs to birds. He scares them away, and that's when the conversation starts. From the very beginning, the conversation is like teasing each other, and the play filled with humorous conversation. ಹಾಸ್ಯಾಸ್ಪದವಾದ ಒಂದು ಸಂಭಾಷಣೆ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ. So we'll continue the play in the next class. Thank you.